Arizona State. I hope you like our little videos about what it takes to run a country property. So today we're going to talk about irrigating from our pond here. We're on a cistern, so we don't really have a lot of extra water for watering, washing cars and things like that. But we do have a landscape feature, big pond, lots of water. So I'm going to show you in a diagram how we run this. The piping we have to get the water over to the house. So I hope you like this, and please like and subscribe. Hey guys, I'm going to jump ahead here a couple of weeks. We've already been using the pond for a couple of weeks here, and I was editing the last video, and I kind of felt that it was kind of confusing the way I'd left it. So I was just going to explain it a little bit further before we carry on with the video. This is our suction line. It's 1.25 inch line. It has a foot valve on it. Over here's one of our supply lines. It's an 1-inch pipe. Now in the fall, we blew all the water out of the lines because they're not down 4 feet. So what we're going to have to do today is we're going to have to get rid of the air and fill the pipes with water. So to do that, I have to take the foot valve off and put a valve on there, and we'll fill it with water from the cistern, and then we'll let the air out with the valve, make sure all the air is out, and then we'll have to shut everything off. And then I'm going to put the foot valve back on. So I'm going to have to take that valve off, put the foot valve back on, and then I'm going to have to fill the system again so that the pump still has proper suction. And so that's the process we're going to do. We have to do this because we have a long horizontal run to the house. It's over 100 feet, and they like to pull water vertically. And so we're going to fill the pipe with water to make it easier. I've also got a new microphone here, so that'll help. Hopefully it'll help with the wind noise. So there's our suction line there, and we have to run it underground here all the way to the house over there. So it's underground all through here, which is actually the hardest part about installing this whole system. So over here, you have our 3 lines again. It's our suction line here. That's the 1.25 inch. That's our pressure supply line, inch. And this is where hydro electricity running down to the pond there. From here, it goes in to our utility room. So here we are down in our utility room. We have our 2 water pumps. This is our pump from our cistern. This was the pump from our cistern, and it was getting old. It was over 30 years old. So I replaced it with a new one. And what I did with that one, I rebuilt it, and now it's our pond pump. Very simple system. All you need is a pump, a bunch of tubing, and a foot valve. We put a little pressure tank on it just to keep the pressure constant. We have our suction line here, and we have our pressure feed line. So I hope this clarifies how we set up the pond, and keep following along, and I'll show you how I did this a couple weeks ago. I have a foot valve here and a strainer on the pipe. We need to take that off. We need to take that off so we can get water in there and get the air out, and then we'll put it back on. That goes off. I have a valve I put on here. That way I can put water in it and let the air out. Once the air is all out, then we put the foot valve back on. Okay, let's go inside and fill the system. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pressurize our pond system using the cistern water. And I have a valve interconnecting the two. And this is how we get rid of the air in the system. And let's get on with that. You can hear the water going through. Pump just came on. Looks like our pond pump is up to pressure. So I'll shut these lines off. See if that valve, if that gauge stays constant. So it looks like it's holding. So now we'll go down and take that valve and bleed the air out of it. So I'm back down at the pond now, you'll see. And I should have water here. Get the air out of there. Now that's being fed by the cistern pump right now. I'm just trying to get the air out of it. That should work. Here's the suction line. This would be the big one. The more air we get out of this, the easier it will be to prime. Quite a bit of air in it, about 150 feet of line. A lot of air in there. Well, it looks like that's most of it. Now I have a couple other spigots outside where the water from the pond goes. This is from our cistern, our house water. This is from the pond. So I've opened that up and I'm going to bleed this one out also. Well, that one wasn't too bad. And we have another one over here. Okay, hopefully that's most of it. So we're back down in our pump room here, our utility room. Gonna shut off the bypass. Make sure don't want the pond water contaminating the house water. And I just want to release the pressure, because I want to go take that valve off the other end and put the foot valve back on, but I don't want to do that under 40 pounds pressure. So right now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to relieve the pressure. Okay. So now I'm back down here and the pressure's been relieved. There's only a few pounds of pressure left there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut the supply line going back to the foot valve. That way when I take the valve off and put the foot valve back on, it won't drain all the water out. So there should be a few more pounds of pressure in here when I take this off. Just check. Should be maybe about 10 pounds. Oh, not too bad. So, got my foot valve here. That way I won't lose too much. I put a couple of rocks in there to hold that down. That's it. The rope, we need to pull it back up. Okay, let's go see if it works. So now we can open this back up again. And we'll open these two just to pressurize that again. Shouldn't take too much. You can see the gauge is coming up. Okay, that should do it. Shut that off. Okay, let's try plugging the pump in and see what happens. There it goes. Okay, now we got to go around and bleed the system out. So I start down here at the pond because it's our longest run. Let that run a couple minutes. Sometimes you have to prime it again for the second time. Oh, looks like we didn't get it all. Oh, trying again. I might have to go prime it again. Well, it looks like it's drawing water now. Well, that seems to be working. Try the other places. Okay, back here at one of our other outlets. Lots of air. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And last but not least, it's a little bit of a tedious job, but not just going back and forth, but at least this way we get all the water we need out of that pond. There we go. I think that, well, whatever air is left should work itself out. Back in utility room here, both pumps are off, which is a good sign. And the last thing we're going to do, make sure we do, is we take this bypass line off. Don't want to leave that on and accidentally contaminate the house water. There. All ready for the summer. So the last thing we have to do today is we have a water fountain. And it aerates the pond, plus it looks nice. So that's the last thing I have to do today. video how we use our pond. We'll be doing more later on. As it gets warmer, we'll be adding bacteria to help the algae, and we dye the pond, and sometimes we actually have to rake it out. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.